Today we're going to enjoy the neighbors' corpses. When we approach them, we get in a big fight. Once they're murdered, we right click and they join our army. We're doing that to the other neighbors as well, and we're going to keep doing that to every neighbor we come across. Our army is growing quickly. To take out 2 idiots, we just need to destroy them, and our army's bigger. So today we're going to figure out how big we can make an army. There's only 3 of them in this group, so we've quickly taken them. The strategy is to target as small of armies as possible so we can hopefully kill them without losing any of our own units. The more we lose gaining them, obviously the less we're going to straight up add. And eventually we're going to look at that big guy down there. But we're still a long ways away from that. The armies on the map are getting bigger though, and you need to be careful to destroy each and every one of them in an army, otherwise you can't use their bodies. It's about as much fun as you can have with the corpses of your enemies. Kind of accidentally wandered into this army, but our army's getting pretty big, so we should be able to just sort of surround them. That was actually 2 different armies. And we're starting to get slightly bigger soldiers. Those are actually a lot stronger, so we will eventually fight those, but for now we got to be careful what we fight. We've wandered into this big army. We're hopefully going to kill them and hopefully gain something from this. We're definitely going to lose some of our own on the way. There's also a mage showing up there. We got to be really careful what one we attack next, so we're going to take these 4 idiots. And you want to surround them so you get as much attack on them as possible. You look like you need more friends. Join our community. I wouldn't say no to this though. We don't want to aggro those other guys if we can help it. Okay, we did good there, sort of. Okay, we just surround them, murder them all. I'm pretty sure one of those is worth like 5 of these little basic units, so we want to add big units. We just don't want to try and fight like 3 different armies at once. Tempted to take on these guys. Yeah, since you guys are alone, let's do that. We want to take out the mage first, probably. Okay, we got everyone else taken care of. Got him. Okay, now we're going to supplement our numbers with these guys. The mages can attack from way back, so that's helpful. They simply do damage and they risk basically nothing to do it. And I think they have slight knockback. Okay, this is a pretty good sized army. Everyone else seems to have wandered away, so we're going to take advantage of this. Yeah, get in there, my beautiful morons. Kill them all. I don't care how many of the little units we lose at this point, because the big units are just that much better. Again, need to be careful here that I don't aggro big boy, but we're just going to surround him as best we can. There we go. I probably shouldn't spend so much time in the middle because we're statistically more likely to get run over by other armies here. So I'm going to go bravely hide on the edge of the map more so for a minute, but we're destroying even level 2 armies now. And there's an army of 4 up here wandering around by themselves, probably doing the same thing I'm doing, trying to hide. But there's no hiding from me. Yeah, I'll fight both of you guys. Army 1 has been defeated. Army 2 has been defeated. The army does tend to get a little bit hard to control at some point because you're trying to make all these units move in unison, and as you can see, sometimes they split up or get away from each other, but we're going to try and take on all these. We definitely can, it's just a matter of how efficiently we do it. Efficiency is the name of this game, and historically I'm not known to be the most efficient at pretty well anything. We kind of made a giant mess of this. Okay, we're about to be attacked from almost all sides, so we're probably going to take some pretty heavy losses, and we got tier 3 guys coming in behind us. As soon as we finish off one, there we go. There's a few more armies. There's a few more armies. Okay, here's 5 tier 3 guys. These guys are actually really strong too, so we're going to have to work really, really hard to kill them carefully. Our range guys are really helping a lot though too. This could be good. There's like 8 of these beautiful morons down here, so we're hopefully going to kill them without sustaining too many losses. We'll just absolutely surround them, then we'll lose 2 or 3 of our own while just simply adding a bunch of these. Then we're going to wait somewhat carefully to make our next move because there's some big armies appearing on the map and we can still die reasonably easily. I'm going to go for this army. We should be able to take them with taking very few losses ourselves, especially if all of our pea shooters are up there destroying them and trying to do this all without aggroing this army below me. Okay, you know, we're just going to go for the army below me anyway because I'm greedy. And we got a few corpses here. We need to find the rest of their family or whatever so we can get them all. Okay, it was those guys. And we're getting the mini golem spawning in. Okay, we got to move down or we're going to get pretty hurt. But this golem down here, I think these guys have AoE damage, so you really got to be careful what units you put near them. But we've just about got ourselves a golem. We do have ourselves a golem. The golem's getting right in there. He'll do some AoE with knockback. Sometimes I worry they do more damage to us than good. We're trying to move up here, so we move our mages away from the front lines. See, I don't really have control over like what units are where. They're not very good at organizing themselves, so the mages get into danger. But I've actually really quickly built a really respectable army. And if you're playing this and having enemies spawn strangely quickly, it's tied to your frame rate, so find a way to turn your frame rate down. It will be easier. These guys have 2 golems. I just sort of wandered into them with my mages, which is actually really bad. So I'm hoping we can actually just strangely disengage that, and we'll take on these guys instead. Go on, golem, get in there. I want an army of like 100 of the biggest golems though, so we're kind of trying to work our way towards that. Okay, there's an army walking in from the edge of the map. They just wandered like into the worst possible spot to spawn because we're just going to spawn camp them. And there's 5 of the baby units. Well, you can see how much stronger we are now. They basically blinked and died. Okay, here comes even some tier 2 units. We'll see how strong they're feeling in comparison. They last a little longer than the babies, obviously, but we can just sort of call them the toddler units. I saw this mage down here, so I figured we can kind of get our army in place to hopefully take on these guys. So far, so good. The army's so big, we're constantly going to be aggroing, so let's just go for big guy right away for a sec. If we can just get our units somewhat focused on him, we might be able to take him down fairly easily. We are about to be attacked. Okay, we got the big guy. We're just about to be attacked from behind, but we got a big guy, our first one. Okay, this is good. The big guy's going to do massive AoE and massively tough, so we're going to get greedy and try and take out these other golems. I don't know how many armies we're fighting here, but hopefully we're up to the task. Okay, we got some of our units back, we got some more of our units back, and some more of our units back. So we currently have 1 big golem, 2 little golems, and I think 4-ish mages left. But we have more mages. With their AoE, I think we can probably just smash some dead really quick. Considering the size of golems we have, they should be very easy to kill. I could try and play so aggressive, we just wipe out every army on the map, but I'm not sure that's going to work. I think we might just constantly be attacked from all sides and we'll slowly lose our numbers. And if we don't kill every last member of an army, we don't get our gains back. I'm just trying to move away from the upper army because they were chewing away at the backside. At this point, we need some zoom out feature. Like, I want to be zoomed way out so we can have a better idea of what's going on overall. Might have to try and basically sacrifice my biggest unit here trying to take out all these guys. Though we might actually be alright, but we're just going to constantly be attacked at this point. I got some kind of new army units and we got more units. There's a lot of bodies down here I want though. We really need to find their friends. Okay, I got some of them. The army's getting so big that I'm not sure it's even processing properly anymore. But the big boy is just going to start smashing through everyone and we're going to live happily ever after. Yeah, the army's at the point where it's so big, I just constantly have to fight. Like, we're just constantly getting walked into by someone. Luckily, it's so big, we can afford to lose a few units and we don't really notice. Okay, we got another 2 big guys down here. Can we take this on? We're going to try. Everyone get in there. If we get a surplus big guy, then we'll be better off for it. And we're only fighting 1 at a time so far, so this is actually really good. Okay, we got big boy number 2, and we're going to go for big boy number 3. This would be amazing if we could get a 3rd one already. Okay, we just got to get as much damage on him as possible without taking God him. This army is ridiculous. I do want more big guys though, because it would be fun to just instantly smash absolutely everything. We're basically already doing that, but like the armies do still last a second before they die ultimately. Okay, we might lose a mage or 2 here. We got to get our big guys in there to bully them back. I wish the big guys would go more so to the front. It's usually the mages leading the way, which is pretty unfortunate. For us, or our army at least. The enemies just, as soon as they spawn in, we just swarm them and absolutely destroy them. Okay, we lost a big golem because they were just holding still. That's their own fault for being stupid. I also don't know if units heal in between battles or not, or if the golems just take damage forever and it accumulates. I don't really know at this point, but you know what? We're just going to keep smashing. And we have a replacement golem right here anyway. We should be able to take him out really quick. We got all of our little golems in. We're going to surround him and keep him down there at the side, but we're golem on golem action. That's what we're here for. Okay, I got him. There's another army spawning in. We still have our 3 big boys. Okay, I got to move so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, now we're getting in there to smash properly. I like armies like this. We can just simply add 2 units, and I'm pretty sure we're going to lose very few doing that. Okay, there's another big boy about to come in. We're going to see if we can make our way over there somewhat gingerly and assassinate him, essentially. I think we're about to get in like a 4-way fight, so we're actually going to stop that for a sec and add this little golem to our team. And you know what? While we're at it, let's just take all this. Whatever you guys are, get inside me. Get inside me. Just a few more bites. Okay, we're starting to get attacked from all sides. We got to pick a direction to focus on. Okay, so far so good. Okay, we got to take out this one little guy, and then we got to take out the rest of this army. I think we just basically wiped out the entire map. And our mages are leading the battle here. That's not super great, but we're going to try and bully the golem away from the rock so we can properly surround him and murder him to death. You're going to come right back to life. You'll be one of us, and then I'll send you to die. But at least you don't have to make decisions for yourself anymore. Got him? Now we have 4 big golems. Yeah, so we're just going to go on rampaging and just beelining for everyone at this point. We've got so much strength and damage and everything. We'll just decimate everyone in front of us. We probably have more army lying dead on the ground than we do in our army currently. But the only way to fix that is just savagely attack absolutely everyone. The numbers of mages are dwindling, but I can't really control where they're fighting, so they are just going to die inevitably. That army definitely gave a bit of resistance, just thanks to clunky movement mechanics. Here's 5 basic guys. This is like a starting level army, and it showed. We're gonna go take a look to see if any more of our big friends have returned. It looks like they haven't yet, but I think they spawn in from the top generally. Okay, we'll see about fighting all these guys. We're just gonna charge straight into them at this point. We don't need strategy anymore. We've got big golems. We got a lot of big golems. And we're making a surplus. Every time we fight one of these armies, no matter how we face it, we're getting new units. I guess it's good in a way our big golems are in the center because they're insulated. The guys on the outside, that was a good one. The guys on the outside take the damage. They have splash so they can hit way far out. The army's so big it's stretching off the screen. Oh, this will be good. We can maybe get 2 more big guys. We might lose one to do this, but as long as we gain a profit of 1 golem, then we're happy. We're basically going to have an army of big boys at this point. And I'm okay with that. We got 5 of them now. We definitely lost a few doing that, but that's the nature of this game. You got to give some to get some. It is kind of vulnerable doing this though, because the big golems will take a lot of damage here no matter what. In fact, I think one probably just died. But death is inevitable. At least the enemies don't get them. But this way they're really putting in the work. Because before they just kind of float around the army, it's hard to see if they're really earning their weight. I would assume they are, even just as damage sponges, but I'm pretty sure they hit very hard. This will be a bit of a ambitious army to fight, but as long as our golems are a little bit insulated, we're going to be just fine. Okay, we took down that army. We still got 4 of the big boys. I don't know if we have any little golems currently, but we do have a few mages at least, so that range damage is huge. And we probably need to go big boy hunting again. We're about to be walked into by at least 1 good-sized army. But we should be able to decimate them fairly quick. We're going to peel away from that and supplement our numbers with these guys for a sec. Because we can probably destroy these mages in like half a second flat. Another problem is the rest of these guys wandered away. I don't know where their brothers and sisters are. I need to kill them too if I want them. But we can quite easily add lots of units. We just need to figure out where they're at. It's hard to say. Oh, I got some of them. Okay, this is good. We're getting our army back. We just spawned some of our army way down here, which isn't great for them, but kind of funny for us. And we actually had a really good position here, so we're just going to plow right into them. Mostly the mage needs to go. There we go. Did we lose a big boy? I think we did. It's hard to keep track of them, but that's fine. Do we have a new one? We do have a new one down here. Perfect. You guys get in there. And it's tricky down here to maneuver the army, but we got him back to 4. And there's a 5th one coming in. We'll just sort of hang out down here and ambush him when he finally wanders in here. We might actually be able to string him along, like we'll push him back a little bit and pull him back in. That way we can fight only him and hopefully only, yep, got him. 5 big boys. Did I lose another big boy there? I think I might have. We're bouncing between 4 and 5 of them, but they keep getting kind of decimated because there's just a lot of damage on the screen. These armies are getting huge. And it turns out our units can actually get stuck down below that lowest rock. Okay, there's another big boy already, so we're going to hopefully finish off this army fairly quietly. Then we can move on to the big boy. Or we're just going to move in there now because there's just too many things to fight out there right now. Okay, get the big boy. Murder him alive. Right now it's mostly this. I need to get my littler units in there. It's just the big boys. They're just having a big boy fight. Like I need to get more of my basic units in because they can really chew away at his HP. And then there's this useful idiot down here. Hopefully he wiggles his way up from behind that rock eventually. Okay, we're gonna have to just try and take out any army we can right now. We need some supplementary numbers. We also have some very tiny babies fighting us from below. They just walked right past us. They knew better. To have a good army, you need to have a little bit of everything. If it's just big boys, it doesn't work. If we can control the individual movement of different types, it would work better, but we're putting it back together. We'll take some of these little golems and also those babies over there. We're just gonna hopefully march through this. That's a lot of enemies. This might have been a bad idea. We need to actually defeat one of these armies like right now. We got some dead units on the ground. Oh, we lost all of our big boys suddenly. That's not great. But we're building back everything else, so that would work. But we keep running into that problem where we destroy 90% of an army, so we don't get to utilize it, and then we get attacked by another army, which is trouble. And all the enemy units are all bunching up together, so I can't tell what army is what, so I don't know how to finish anyone off or how many I'm actually going to be fighting. We did get a few there, but like this. Is this 4 guys? Is this 800? It's 800. Or is it? That's maybe different armies moving at the same area. Okay, we're going to try for these guys. While also being attacked from behind. Okay, we just got a big supplement. That was actually a lot of the leftover parts we needed. So we'll just keep building these. Maybe it's better without the big boys at all. We tend to just get into more trouble trying to get those, and they don't really work super efficiently. At least not with my very precise playing. All these heads, where are their friends? Where are their parents? Is it you guys? I just realized how big our army got again. It's enormous suddenly. That means a lot of damage going down. There's a lone wolf. Maybe he was part of the other army. I should just be right-clicking more too, because if I might be resurrecting those people down below. I just wouldn't even know it because I can't see them. It's very satisfying to just keep running people over and adding them to our army. It'd be great if we could slowly get experience points and very slightly upgrade our soldiers so when we res them they're very slightly stronger. We just build bigger and bigger armies. Not that we're having any trouble building an army currently, this thing is getting colossal. I wanted to see how many big boys we can fit in the army, but at this rate, I think it's better off just like this. Ooh, this would be a good one. This was a big army, but we managed to surround them fairly reasonably. Our golems did a weird thing there, but we should be able to absolutely destroy them too. And here's a few more mini golems. If we can manage to get them surrounded, we should be able to kill them fairly efficiently. Just like that. And then we'll put them on our team and smash other people. We can just never have too much murder and mayhem and golems. It's all fun. The army stretches across the screen once again. It's going to be pretty well unstoppable. So we'll see how it fares against this army of roughly 9 people. So far the numbers are dropping quickly. We got them properly surrounded. We're being attacked from behind, but that doesn't matter. Okay, they're dead. Now for this other army, we just get all our units around them. And they're dead too. We get our units around this army, and they're soon to be dead as well. Rinse and repeat. We just keep decimating them. As long as you can get your units around them, they're absolutely boned. Ooh, this is a good one. 2 golems with not much else going on. And they're too busy to fight me apparently. They're too good for me now. We suddenly have quite a few little golems as well. I could just do this endlessly. Go, golems, go. Smash. Yeah, if we get all those golems attacking together, they're gonna, yeah, they do a lot of damage. They redistribute the army though, which can be annoying. It kind of gets them away from doing damage, but when they do hit things, it's huge. Okay, the army, like, it does not fit on the screen anymore. It's beyond the edges of what we can actually capture. So much damage going out. We do occasionally lose a few units down there though. I'm not sure what that's about, so we might sort of be at the limit of how big we can get because we're starting to leave some behind. And as far as the little golems can go, it seems like we can get 7, maybe 8 for a second, but even now we're down to 6 again. It's just sort of the balance of things. We're fighting armies that are that big, so we're going to take so many losses in fighting them. So I feel pretty confident this is about as big of an army as you can make without some very try-hard maneuvering. So let's take those few extra units. Okay, we got a bunch of mages too. This is perfect actually. If we can get right around these guys, we can absolutely destroy them, especially with those mages back there. They'll just keep moving in, attacking. Lots of damage. We got 1 dead. Wow, we just destroyed those 2. And then we'll use those 2 to destroy this little army. And then they're dead. Legends say they're still destroying armies to this day. There's just no stopping them now.